Right now in the world, I feel like there's a situation where, number one, whatever you want, you have to have.
Well, yeah, we've been told to go out and get what we want, yeah?
Everything you want,
You can get.
everything you want. There's no limit to anything you want. Now, previously, like when I was growing up, if someone said, hey, Yvonne, maybe don't do that, I'd be like, no, my mom said that I can't, as in no. But then you have this situation where someone says this, do that, or don't do that, and people listen. People listen. So it's like we are in a situation where there's just everyone has thrown their everything, and everyone is listening.
Yeah.
And so we have, and now that's where I start to think the issues of self-love have come up. Like you're just hearing everything, and
everyone is hearing you, and everyone is seeing you.
Yeah.
And believing. And so now we have no and now we have no, okay, like I can take this and I can listen to this.
And that's why I think self-love is important.
That's why it's a big issue. That's
we get to appreciate that a lot of things are going to be thrown at me, but at the end of the day, I am this person. I'm going to clap for myself for the things that other people don't clap for. And I'm going to sleep well. And I'm not going to be bothered about it.
And
because
that's
at
where
the end
we go
of
back
the day,
to this general view that self-love, you know, how self-love is misconstrued to mean and apply mostly to, say, like plus-size people or people that aren't considered pretty or people. It's almost like it's for them. And at what point do we then go from I'm comfortable with who I am, I'm dark-skinned, I'm great, lots of melanin, or I'm this fat, but at what point do we go from there to maybe I could change something, maybe I could change something for better, for my own good, not so much for what people think, but you know, this is what's healthy, this is what's
like
better.
Lighten my skin,
if it was healthy or if you thought that it was good for you.
What's that product?
Where do we go from, how do you go from I'm comfortable with who I am, I don't care about what other people are going to say about this, but I need to get better. I need to go to this direction.
This is what I think.
Better, good.
This is what I think. That so long as now you're going to help me phrase this. So long as everyone is saying everything, everyone has an opinion on everything. And it is very quickly broadcasted. Like I will say, by the way, short men, no. I've put it out there. Now, Bambi, there's a short guy who's going to listen to this and believe it. Because I'm just there, I'm throwing on Twitter and say I have like just even 100 followers and someone retweets me and blah, 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 that stuff. And information is just moving too fast. So now, so long as all that is happening, I believe we will never get down to this whole we'll never finish self-love. Okay. And this is how I'm thinking.
Never achieve self-love?
Achieve, yes. And I was going to even ask you that, how you're understanding self-love, how we, like right now in society, how we're looking at self-love, like it's like, Bambi, it's a solution, it's like a band-aid. Like, Bambi, they told you you're fat, or they told you that
it's okay.
Or but you don't have hair, like you're bald, and you're a lady and you're balding, and they're telling you that, no, it's okay, love yourself the way you are. But then every day, the adverts are of ladies with that hair that just does like this, and then it's in slow motion, and she throws, and you're like,
I still insist that's when self-love is important.
And what I'm trying to say, that self-love is important, but I think there's a bigger issue we have to address, that so long as all that is happening, we are always going to be throwing down self-love, as in and advising people to think. And first, wait, self-love, the way I perceive is like we're always on like, no, as in for me, as in it's like on protection thingy that no, by the way you say this, but then me, as in like you're fighting what. But then there's all this stuff that is coming through, and forever it's like we're going to be always protecting ourselves and lifting ourselves up. And yet I think just loving myself is something. It's not something someone should tell me. It's not even something that needs to be broadcasted. I think at some point we have to
as a way of protecting
I think you're misunderstanding.
It's like
you're misunderstanding the expressions of self-love with actually loving yourself. Because listen, when you love yourself, you love yourself. Whether you tell it to the world or you don't, you love yourself. That's all well and good. Last weekend, Alan Kasuja said something very profound. When explaining why we need to, why even respond when the Western media, portrays Africa a certain way. And he said,
that
I
tweet.
can't stand by and watch someone mess with my truth. You get. So it's not so much that I'm trying to convince them that no, this is not how it is. This is you know, you're wrong here. No, it's just somebody saying that you're ugly when you know you're beautiful. So you could choose to say, let's not respond because me, I already know I'm beautiful. No, so one person would say, I'm not going to watch you try to say that I'm ugly when I know I'm beautiful. So I'm going to respond to that.
And
So
that's
it's not
not,
just
that's
so
not what
much
I'm
that
saying.
it's just
That's
an
not what I'm.
expression.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I feel like the fact that we even coined the term self-love in the recent times is just evidence that it is a reactionary
Just because it's been
situation.
named, do you think
No,
it wasn't talked about before?
No, I
The
think
self
no,
has
as in
not been a thing.
okay, what I'm trying to say is that to love yourself
In our
is
community,
something
maybe.
natural. I think it should be yes, I think, and this is what I think. I think it should not be something that someone has to tell you to do unless unless there is a counter force that is telling you that maybe you shouldn't love yourself the way you are. That maybe if you have a certain type of nose, it is not the nose that we allow in this world.
And you know that those forces are
maybe
present.
if we say and that's what
They
I'm saying
are
is that
life as we know
and
it.
what I'm saying is that so long as those forces and the propagation of such media and such
And
ideas
such
are
opinions.
being is continuous and is as blaring as it is right now, then the issue of self-love, then that we have to keep pumping it even harder. But for me, it is like we're swimming against the tide. That you see,
Or maybe because the tide is coming this way. Do you want
So-
us to
and
just be
then-
swept away with the
no,
tide?
what
we've got to
so
swim
my
against
clever
it.
thing, like if the genius would have been in solving this issue, that people feel like they are less worthy of being in the world or being considered the cream of, or being in a certain group of people or being considered like the ideal. I would suggest that let's have ideas, communication that is just positive. Yes, as in, and this is what I believe, that so long as I am very
That's just positive.
I think,
There lies the
Yvonne, you
problem.
appreciated earlier on that there's so many opinions out there. And with social media today, I'm not going to control what anyone says at a particular point, right? There are certain people out there who think being skinny is the way to go because, come on, why are you fat? How do you let yourself get fat? Why aren't you working out?
Why are you eating yourself
Why are
into
you
fatness?
eating pork every day?
But
What?
sincerely,
You
why?
drink, you
Yeah,
smoke.
sincerely.
What the hell is that? There are people who do not understand that kind of life, right? So, with all that coming through for a person, I do not think there is anything wrong with us, especially teaching young women, young children every day that you need to love yourself regardless. It's like a warning because that's what's happening.
It's the reality.
And it's the reality is that there is a lot that's going to be thrown at your child for being dark skinned.
And okay, while that is happening, this is what I suggest. That while that is happening, can there be a more sustainable solution?
Like
Like what I just said earlier on. That instead of us having
propagate
that,
positive
as in,
messages.
you need to love yourself, you need to love yourself. Yes, you do need to love yourself.
Yeah.
That goes without saying. Okay, but maybe in this
Do you think
era,
it's natural?
I
That
think-
some people think.
First of all,
Do you know there's so many people
I just
who hate
wonder that,
themselves?
do you
Yvonne?
think Ali Man, or at a certain point, do you think that was even an issue? Now, it just goes
there wasn't too many people telling him, oh, who are different than him, you know, saying, oh, you're
and
ugly,
so I think
why
the
do you have
thing,
hairy
the thing
legs?
have
now, I
changed.
think the ideas that have to be
And what
propagated
bad-
is really embrace difference.
I
Now,
feel
this
like
is
the
where we
positive
start-
messages are what we are already communicating, which
Or
sound
like
to
saying
you
like
defense.
team melanin, that's really defense. Guys are like at always.
Well, the point
I
is
agree with
team
Yvonne
black
when she
skin,
says embrace
team this,
difference
team
because
this.
I think the failure of people to appreciate the differences between each one of us is what's causing all these problems. The differences are there, honestly. But I need to appreciate that I'm not going to have big hips, big bums like Yvonne, for example. You get?
Seriously, an issue. Eh?
No, I'm not going to have...
Privilege.
It's not an issue. Like,
No,
I'm
no,
just telling
right.
you, you get?
You never even think
There are people who
could this
eat
be an issue?
every day, who eat pork every day. They drink whatever they want to
The
drink.
Patras.
And they never put on weight.
Nothing.
You get? When I eat, my cheeks blow up.
I understand.
You get, I'm in the mirror and I'm thinking, wow, Kemi, what's this? You get.
When did that
so
happen?
appreciating all those differences, especially among young people, you get, is
so
what we need to do.
after they've appreciated,
You get.
Don't we also need to speak about that? That if you're eating pork every day, there are going to be certain consequences
Yeah.
for a certain type of person.
Yeah.
So don't be shocked.
Think they know, but yeah, we can always continue to communicate this.
Because there's also the thing, and that's what we were talking about earlier, that the self-love is like kind of like a cushion or a cover, or it is helping people bury their heads in the sand. Like, you know what, if my kazungu is shady,
I don't
it is
think
okay.
it's wrong, you guys.
Or
I've
if
gone into this habit of bigging myself up, especially every Monday morning. Because there are mornings when I just do not even want to leave bed. I'm not sick, I'm not unwell, but I'm thinking, really, do I have to today? Will I die because of poverty? Do I need this job though? Unemployed youth are moving around town. No one is dead. What's this? Yeah. I think there's nothing wrong with me having a shield over myself.
Where do you draw the line between self-love and asking people to be better?
Yeah.
To do better for themselves.
Self-improvement also.
I think if you're still doing that in self-love, and Christians say, oh, rebuke people in love or do what in love, it's how are you doing it? It's not you just saying, you know what, you don't look nice in those heels, or
thank you,
stop wearing those heels or something.
Yeah.
You would have to correct them or express your displeasure about whatever they're doing or whatever is going on with them, but in the sense that, you know, this is not good for them. If you're looking at it in self-love terms, it should be that the improvement should be for them. Not so much because of what
I don't like this.
I don't like this.
I don't like
kindness.
Like that, what should
okay,
I do about
understand.
that?
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be for them. There should be an element of what does this do for them. I think it's the only way I'm surviving, because the truth is that most things just annoy me.
Skinny people go through the same shaming as fat people. I do not know why
They
I don't.
don't.
Oh my God, they don't.
They do not.
Because
Unless they come from
honestly,
just don't
Africa.
care.
It's like the status quo.
No,
It has
yeah, we're in
always
Africa,
been-
my friend, and we just don't care.
It has
Yes.
always, especially for
No Hollywood.
for
Hollywood,
no, you guys, I do not think that a
For
fat
the
person
longer
would
time.
get a bigger backlash. That's why we think that people have misunderstood self-love, because I am the other side. I don't even want to call it fat, you guys, on camera, because
But are you fat?
you get, I'm a big person. I don't think I'm a small
No,
woman.
you're not.
You get,
I
I'm
think
just
you're normal
starting
for
to
your
lose
height.
weight. Oh, my height.
Like you have a normal BMI, right?
You guys, it reminded me in P3, my class teacher put, our reports were really properly. There was grades, sports, then they said the sports that you play. So there was netball, basketball. Then they said, I used to try, but I feel that's extremely short, you guys. Extremely. I was always at the front line of every class I went to. And the comment she put is, despite her height, she can try netball. Of course, my mom went to school and cried.